Right. Welcome back. Let's see. So we wrapped up design last week on mostly focusing on designing the middle tier, exposing a particular data model through a RESTful API. And this week, we're going to continue also a little bit on the design aspect of the design phase of the methodology, but focusing more on the user interface. It also gives us an excuse, a chance to introduce the React single-page library that we're going to be using throughout the semester. Let's see, you were, last week you were asked as one of the tasks for the previous assignment to create a React application and deploy it on Heroku. That's in preparation for this week, as we're going to be using the this library. Just show of hands, who's already familiar with React? Maybe half of the class. Okay. So yeah, most of the code will be provided to you. Lots of examples. Again, it's common to, if I would have asked any other library, same thing. I would have seen a fair diversity of folks knowing this or knowing that. So just like we've been doing so far on the front end, on the back end, right? We're also going to be providing lots of code samples for the front end as well. Also, let's see. Alex has provided a role for all students that should give you the capability of creating your own Scrum boards. So anybody has a chance to test that if you were able to create a Scrum board? I know some folks were already able to create it, but some folks that were not. Anybody test that they are now? If you could, yeah, thank you. If you could please try out and actually create the Scrum boards. So basically, you'll be able to create a board, give it the name of your team. Right? Don't just say Team 1, Team 2, Team 3, unless your teams are actually called Team 1, Team 2, Team 3. If they are actually called Team 1, 2, and 3, please pre-pen them with the organization name or something so that it's unique. Otherwise, we're going to have tons of 1, 2, 3s everywhere. Also, you should be able to edit the filter for the Scrum board, and please add your team members of that particular team Scrum board, so that so from now on, most of your work will be within that Scrum board to see that who's in what current state, what the stories are as the sprint progresses. What else? So there have been some suggestions that the assignments are perhaps a little too verbose. So we'll make an effort to make them perhaps a little less verbose. Well, the intention of what was to at the beginning, at least at the beginning, to do as much hand-holding as possible and gradually leave it more and more vague and more up to you as we had at least some basis of skills on project management and software development, a particular common set of skills in both of them. And as we progress, it'll be more and more up to you on how is that you spread it out. We do have some challenges on how to make this as realistic as possible, but also to create some standard ways for us to manage and be able to grade you. So even though we know that in every different team and industry, you probably have your own. Every team will have its own particular way of running scrums. We do have to come up with some standards to make it across the entire class so that we can actually grade it. So make something measurable. All right. Let's see. Any questions before we begin?